right, we finally get to bridge this part of the city together. You see, we got our sunken highway in the middle. I'm gonna build kind of two different sections. One side is gonna be kind of theater district nightlife. The other side is just gonna be kind of shopping, some residential stuff that feeds into our little 2-lane couplet neighborhood we built a few episodes ago. I'm starting out with this subway asset. Now, we're not gonna have no super extensive, crazy over the top subway network. It's really just gonna be a few stops. So I'm gonna run this first tunnel all the way up to that stop that we just laid down. It's curvy, it's weird looking, but it'll work. Gonna make sure we got our stop functioning and linked up, and then we'll kind of start building the area around it. And you can see I kind of put it at a corner. It just looks a little bit more stylish, and it leaves some opportunities for some corner detailing. We'll line this up with a little brick wall on the back side, and then we'll just keep it moving. I'm laying down a lot of these wall-to-wall commercial assets. I think these are Chrysler. I'm not all the way sure. Don't quote me on that. We're going to throw a few more of these down. Some of these commercial warehouses, just one. And then I'm going to put some of these Bill Cosby's right here. I actually end up undoing this just because I felt like this section needed a little bit more color. I didn't want everything to be so brownstone. So I actually end up undoing some of what you seeing right now, and I end up throwing in a few of those. They're like white brownstone looking joints. See how they kind of match, but kind of not. I like that look more. It breaks up some of that brown. Let's get that corner out of there, and we're actually gonna put some of these fancy. They're just like New York style houses, and these are also houses I've been waiting to use. You can see I went and kind of changed all the colors to make them just a little bit brighter. I didn't want this section up here where these residential neighborhoods just to feel so bricked out, man. We're gonna line the other side with, again, some of these is like Upper West Sides. We're gonna call these them Jerry Seinfelds.
These pretzels are making me thirsty.
On the corner, y'all know I gotta hit it with like a little cafe type spot, little deli type spot, and we'll make sure that's all tucked in. We working our way around to the little roundabout that we had right there, and while I was doing this, I noticed people were already using our subway, man. I like when you put something down and people just already be like, yeah, that's the way I'm about to travel, bro. We on the way downtown. I like that, man. So we're gonna line it with some paths, and we'll put a path over the sunken highway. We'll get back to that later, though. I'm gonna turn this street into like a parking lot road type street, and we'll put some of those more residential type parking joints. We real close to this retaining wall, so I gotta fill in some of that distortion. It was little holes, some clipping going on, and we'll put some decals down right here, starting with our little subway area. Speaking of the subway area, let's hit that with a little bit of preliminary detailing, ticket booths, couple of trash cans, and we'll throw some trees around that. I think I end up switching these trees out later on. The little corner right here was a little too sparse, so we'll throw some procedural object stuff back there, and we'll even hit this with more like an American style sign. And I kind of went back and redid my decals. I wanted this double up brick and cement combo. That just felt like it just hit a little bit harder over here. Since all the buildings ain't bricked out like they was, that works. We'll take a second to make sure we line all this up. See, we got the dominoes and the subway jumping off, and I'm gonna hit it with these really small street trees. I really don't use these that much, but I want to be able to see down there. I want to be able to see the people moving around, and I didn't want the trees to just be iced out, so we'll use them iced out trees very sparingly. Right here you can see me kind of adding some random detail to the brownstones. We'll throw like some of the vanilla hedges out front. Again, it don't really take too much, detailing to make those assets kind of feel a little more upscale. We'll throw a first Skylines into this first Skyline sign into this office asset we got on the corner, and we'll hit that with some bushes. I'm gonna line this street and the back street with some telephone poles, and then I wanted to make like a little custom brick barricade for the sunken highway. I always feel like there's no barrier, so I'm gonna kind of make me a custom brick barrier that we can just kind of keep copying and putting in different spots, just to where I feel like it just feels like it's a little safer. But we gotta be honest, ain't nothing in this city safe, man. People be driving off stuff, driving down into canals. It be all kinds of lawsuits going on. I know it is, man. So we're gonna make a custom little bench out of just some of the park benches, vanilla joints, and we're gonna put some of these like gas lanterns down, lining this hole. This is actually a walkable key, but people just don't walk on it because it's a sidewalk right there. I'm gonna realign that bus route. We lay down a bus route when we lay down our 2-lane couplet network, so we might as well incorporate that into our micro transportation network that we slowly building up. I'm still working my way around to that roundabout, by the way. I'm gonna try to finish like this whole section. I really didn't want to leave like a giant parts of this not finished, kind of like I did when I first started this neighborhood. But you know, I had a reason for doing that. This time we passed that, so we might as well get all this filled in, especially this roundabout, man. I wanted to go roundabout detail crazy. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use like some stone walls, but I'm gonna make like a little platform out of it. I want to sit the little Civil War monument on top of it, but to do that, like I said, I gotta make me a little platform first so you can see me here kind of working with it, and we'll leave the middle of it green like that to make it seem like it's some type of turf or something like that. But I just like that pop of color. We're gonna hit it with some lighting to make sure people can kind of see when they up in this little area. And yeah, it's gonna have benches. We don't have no PPGs or nothing, you know, up in there. I really don't want people crossing over in there, but I did want it to look nice. Speaking of looking nice, we might as well go ahead and throw a few details on that fire department that we put down. And right alongside this, even though I will end up deleting most of them trees, I just want to kind of get a feel for how this would be. This kind of brings you into the shopping area if you coming from the backside. Now I wanted to lay down some of these Montreal row houses. I felt like those, again, I'm trying to stay away from anything that's too bricked out. I didn't want it to just look like Queens. We are gonna throw this coin laundry down here on the corner, and we're gonna keeping the back lot details in mind, because a lot of these things in front now, they are commercial assets, so why not throw an alleyway back there and have the deliveries going through the back? And of course we can come back later on and add some of these back alley details, you know, a few trash cans and stuff like that, just to kind of give it that rundown, still having a path to the front street though. I want people to be able to use this as a cut through, but you see I'm kind of putting some fences down, because even though people are cutting through, we don't want these people to just be able to walk up in anybody's house, up in anybody's back door, stealing bicycles and stuff. And here we are hitting it with our back alley props, just a few, like I said, dumpsters. This probably can get some hedges, a couple of water towers. I just wanted that to feel complete. I did do a zoom out and I was like, yo, it's too naked. It's way too naked. Let's spend some time back there. We ain't in no rush. This is a solo sport. Who we rushing for? I'm using some of the New England joints right here. This is, you can see the roundabout in the background. All this is real close to that area, and it's slowly but surely feeding into our 2-lane couplet, more modern style neighborhood. And we'll go ahead and put some lighting on this too, so you can kind of see that. So as far as the roundabout detailing, I feel like that was definitely a mission accomplished. Kind of feeling that. Got the Pepsi truck going around. But we not done. We nowhere near done with this neighborhood or this episode for that matter, even though stuff is moving kind of fast. So let's go ahead and put some assets right here. I found this commercial asset. I think this was a recent upload and I really like it. It has the kind of the storefront vibe to it. And since we're going that way, we might as well extend out our little alley road. This is going to be a procedural object asset right here, this little garage. I honestly don't know what I want to do with that space yet. To be honest, that grass area next to it is going to stay blank the whole episode. Even in the cinematics, I never could figure out what I wanted to do with it, so I just left it. I'm gonna hit it with some of these the brick fences that have those little steel bits at the top. That's cool, because I used to have to make those. And this little area right here, we'll just kind of leave that for overgrowth. Everything don't have to have something in it. Some stuff can just be for fun. I thought we could put this Lando Lakes mural down here on the corner. Is kind of fitting a little bit, even though I never really seen no Native Americans talk about butter. I think that's just marketing. We're gonna hit that with some decals, and let's make that a little less prominent. We're gonna hit this with some of these row houses. All of these all come basically in 2 or 3 packs. And then we're gonna hit it with some of these Chryslers right here too, man. Chrysler got a lot of them clutch joints that I like to use when I'm transitioning my city from more of a medium rise, low rise to them regular 1 family, 1 unit residential joints. And we tuck the parking lot back there. That's what we call efficiency. I'm also making sure to keep my my linings of everything with my light poles and my telephone wires, man. I need those up because we don't have a lot of street detailing out in this neighborhood. We'll throw the little meat market right there, pause. I like that. And we'll put one of those little commercial wall-to-wall joints right there. So it's kind of packed in. And yeah, we definitely went, we got a little section of bricks, but trust me, we get away from that quick. Everything else is gonna be kind of single family one unit. We're feeding into them like residential areas. Everything is no more high-rise stuff, man. We keeping it low like a credit score. In this little area right here, I found this one abandoned car prop. I made this whole area just to put this one car prop in. It's like a 84 Honda, probably used to like be owned by a dude who delivers pizzas or something. Now right here on the corner, we're moving up to the next highway exit, which is why I'm allowing some of these more, urban assets up in the mix. You can see we got this destroyed, blown out Candyman 1 style project building with no windows. Y'all remember Candyman 1 when they burnt that white lady up, when she had the scorch top, the barbecue top? That building. Hey, yo, Candyman was tripping, man. You got ghost powers. You can go anywhere in the world. Where he at? In the hood, killing niggas. Just like a nigga, bro. I tell you. Anyway, right here up against our avenue. Again, we super close to the other highway exit down here. I just wanted to put like a one functional industrial asset, and I'm gonna cross my fingers and hope that don't kill everybody. One of those is a procedural objects. One of those definitely is gonna take some industrial action on. Hopefully it'll be a farm industrial joint, because those don't really have the crazy amounts of pollution like that. So this neighborhood right here, I felt like we could use a mixture. All these narrow urban joints are in one pack, but it's like a lot of different versions of it. Some of them got brick on the bottom, some of them got the vinyl siding. It's all mixed up, and I felt like those was probably some of the best assets I could have used, because the neighborhood wouldn't look so homogenous. And I really hate when stuff just kind of looks a little too copy paste. So I go through, I take some time to try to use the same assets, but different variations, man. They ain't gotta be so close to each other. And I do spend a tiny bit of time making these backyards kind of look like a little something, even though I want to close it off from that 2-lane. Ain't gonna be nothing sitting on that 2-lane, but maybe a gas station at the corner, way down at the corner. But we don't really want nothing right there by the highway exit. I'm definitely gonna go in with the decals. Every time I went back and looked at these streets, stuff was so far away. Like, you can see how far away I put them, because I want to make front yard details. I want stuff going on in the front, but I really gotta go back through there and make sure I add some planters and stuff like that. I'm not sure if I included this footage in the build, but you might see it in the cinematics for sure. We'll throw this little impeach joint on the corner, and we'll make this a delicatessen. See if we got some signs that match up with that. We got some coffee and stuff like that. That'll work. Now, it may not feel like it, but we actually done with this little section over here, man. I'll be building kind of fast. So let's go ahead and jump across the highway and work on our theater district. You've seen these assets. You know them, you love them. Most of them King Leno joints. A bunch of them is the New York Manhattan joints, especially like the Apollo and stuff like that. 100% was going to put that in my city. But we're going to kind of mix it up, man. I know we're going to throw, one thing we definitely going to have is the old school colors. Now, I had the new school colors in Rivergate, but we're going to throw down the old school gangster edition of the colors down around here. And we're going to squeeze in this little burlesque joint right here. This is, again, it's from like 5 different packs, man. And on the corner, we're going to put a little comedy club. Y'all know I like my stand-up. So we'll throw the Zanies down here. And it's actually an office asset, so I'm going to put my own entertainment block down there. I don't be trusting the amount of traffic that comes from the way they were designed. I'm just gonna keep it hot, man. They're designed to attract just so many more people than they should for what they actually are. Now, y'all can't see this, but way down behind them trees, that's our multi-layered neighborhood. That's why I say this episode, we're kind of bridging everything together, man. We're gonna put like a little warehouse complex back here, and then we gotta detail all this up. But while I'm doing that, y'all check out some tunes or something.
WCHL Chill Nation.
Friday night, I don't know if you heard, it's going to be going down. It's going all the way live at Colors, the biggest glow party of the year. And then Saturday, we got Andrew Schultz and Josh Johnson at the Apollo. I think the tickets are sold out. So tune in, man. We got 4 passes, including backstage. I might can get you right. And Sunday, we ain't really got nothing going on Sunday, but just get ready to take your ass back to work, get a little rest. We got a brand new joint, Puddle of Mud, Blurry, right here on Chill Nation. Let's go.
Everything's so blurry and everyone's so fake, and everybody's empty and everything is so messed up. Preoccupied without you, I cannot live at all. My whole world surrounds you, I stumble and I crawl. You could be my sun. seen. I wonder what you'll do when imagine where you are. There's oceans in between us, but that's not very far. Can you take it all away? Can you take it all away? When you shoved it in my face, explain you get to me. Can you take it all away? Can you take it all away? When you shoved it in my face. Everyone is changing, there's no one left that's real. Make up your own ending, let me know just how you feel. 'Cause I am lost without you, cannot live at all. My whole world surrounds you, stumble then I crawl. And you could be my someone, you could be my seed. Know that I will save you from all of the unclean. I wonder what you'll do and I wonder where you are. There's oceans in between us, but that's not very far. Can you take it all away? Can you take it all away? When you shoved it in my face, explain you gave to me. Can you take it all away? Can you take it all away? When you shoved it in my face, explain you gave to me.
All right, y'all. My bad if the audio sounds a little different now. I had to run to the store right fast. I stay on the white folks side of town now. Store be closing all early. Anyway, I'm hitting this with the last little bit of street detail. Now down here on the corner, there's this like little fruit selling building. They do something with fruit, some kind of fruit flea market type place. But I recoded it into a eco commercial asset, and the other one is just a procedural object, just so it could kind of make the profile, the footprint of the building a little bit longer. I'm gonna hit this parking lot with some of these bollards so people don't drive off onto the highway on ramp, and a couple of trees, and that pretty much does it, man. Again, it might not feel like we got a lot done. The episodes is short. That's just because I cut it up so it's not a lot of me meandering around. That's some word usage for you right there, meandering. Anyway, y'all make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe. Definitely gonna keep the City Skylines 2 stuff coming too, man. If they just stop dropping patches and packs and this, that, and the third for 1 second, every time they do that, it just mess my game up. You know what ain't messed up? City Skylines 1. Guess what I'm gonna be playing? City Skylines 1. Meanwhile, I'm Kool-Aid. This is Cold Harbour.
Now hit the like, comment, and subscribe. Oh, yeah.